Dives, this guy is amazing. I'm all in.
I'm in love, guys. I am straight in love. Here's a little info on Terquavion Smith, man. He's been nothing short of sensational. I've been mostly impressed with his just willingness to be able to go between being a gunner and then in the same quarter, turning on that playmaker mode. He's going to need to commit himself, on defense, more consistently as he grows into his body and becomes stronger. But he's been confident in everything he does on the offensive end, man. It's just so freaking impressive. There was one play against Dallas where he got into the paint. He saw the contact. He had to adjust midair. He slowed the game down for himself, contorted through traffic, and finished at the rim, man. We've raved during these post-game shows and watch parties again and again about his plus instincts, and that play alone was just a great example of how his natural instincts can just take over. That's something that we want to see Tyrese Maxey take that next step. And Terquavion Smith has already got it in his bag. And I've also been really impressed with his intensity on defense lately. The last 2 games, especially in Vegas, he's been moving his feet well. He's been doing a solid job staying in front of the ball. There are instances where he even turned the ball handler around and forced a possession reset. We've seen him beat his man to spots. We've seen him deny dribble penetration. I didn't really have high expectations for Terquavion Smith on the defensive end, given his age and frame, but he's shown me something, man. You look at those stocks. Look at those stocks. They're pretty good. 3.5 stocks per game in the summer league. I think all the pressure is right now on Jaden Springer to make real noise during the upcoming training camp, because I don't know how you keep a 40% three-point sniper with this kind of range, with this kind of instincts and feel in the pick and roll, with this kind of off-ball floor spacing off the freaking roster, man. I've just been blown away by Terquavion Smith, and I'm so happy.
He's definitely a Nick Nurse fit, and he's growing into the defense, as you said. And even the last game, 6 assists. 6 assists. Even spreading the ball around. He got out in transition, dunked, ran the floor well. Ryan, how do you think, A, is he going to make the roster, and B, should he be in the actual rotation? Because I think he's kind of putting that at least the question out there.
Yeah, he's certainly putting the pressure, on that decision, because you even just look at a few possessions with this guy, and you could tell that the raw athleticism this guy has. And honestly, it's the way that this roster is constructed. I would love for him not only to make the roster, but to slowly get some minutes in there. Why is Korkmaz still on this team? You can get rid of him and throw Smith right in there for sure.
Dude, he's 2 years in a row he's requested trades.
I know, right? Somebody, please take this guy.
And they can't trade him.
He's for
it's because of that stupid contract. If he was a little cheaper, maybe they could trade him.
Yeah,
$5.5 million per year.
You're absolutely right. But no, this kid's something special, and you can tell he's just got talent. He has good instincts. And man, is he exciting? Honestly, he's just exciting. There was a couple of plays I was watching the Dallas game, and all of a sudden he just zoomed right through, went past people, and just absolutely slammed it home. And I was sitting there like, where did that come from? It's just, I don't know. There's something special about this kid. I hope they take the time to develop him, get him some minutes, and really get him into this roster. I don't expect him to be in any of the rotations. I'm really just kind of hoping he makes that roster right now. And maybe towards the end of the season, start to kind of mid-season, start to get him a few minutes in, here and there, and really get him a little bit more comfortable. But, this kid's got talent. This kid's got, real good upside. And honestly, just like Dive said, man, I really like this guy, man. He's something special, and I hope he's here to stay.
3-level scorer. He'll shoot it from everywhere. What do they call it? The 4-point line, Dame Lillard area. Absolutely no fear. Dives bringing up that stat about the. I didn't realize he was 37.5%. I noticed that 3 attempts were up there, team high. This is perfect. And to me, I think he is going to be in the rotation, or at least should. Because if you go through the bench, after the starters, you have DeAnthony Melton, Patrick Beverly, Mo Bamba, Paul Reed. I'm taking this guy over Korkmaz. I'm taking this guy over Daniel House. I'm taking this guy over anyone else, and it's definitely maybe even over, Bamba or Reed, depending on what we need. If we need scoring, you're not putting them two in. This guy, I just feel like he's going to be perfect. He's going to be a guy that Nick Nurse nurtures and just takes over. Jaden Springer does have something to worry about. You're right, Dobbs.
This guy's future in Philadelphia is directly tied into James Harden. Because if they move James Harden and they get some sort of deal done, I think Terquavion Smith is going to be immediately in Philadelphia. I think if they bring back James Harden, then you'll probably see Turk start with the Blue Coats as expected.